Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Mr. Doctor Who Fan 13 Doctor Who DVD review. And today we are going to be continuing my requests, mega amount of requests for single classic DVDs. And we're going to continue by looking at Doctor Who Pyramids of Mars, which was requested by CybermanStudio. Thanks, mate. Thank you very much for requesting this DVD review. I'll post a link to his channel in the description below. Now, Pyramids of Mars. I've seen this story 3 times. I watched it twice before I even got this DVD on the Sarah Jane Adventures A Complete 4th series because, for those of you who don't know, this story is included in the Sarah Jane Adventures A Complete 4th series. In better quality, as a little tribute to Elizabeth Sladen, because it was released in the year of her death, and as a result, the quality's better. Anyway, let's get into this. So, as a result, I saw this story before I even got it on DVD. So, let's start out here. So we got BBC DVD and BBC, both the logos, because this was sort of 2004 when they were starting to use this logo, but they were sort of keeping it at this one, so yeah. Doctor Who, Pyramids of Mars. And then on the cover, we have Sutekh in the middle there with sort of the Pyramid of Mars, the portal to the pyramid, I don't know, in the background. Robot mummies. The Doctor, Sarah Jane, nice cover, one of the best I think from the early DVD releases, because as many of you know, when Doctor Who first started to come out on DVD, like with pre-2005 and stuff like that, the covers weren't really that impressive, but this is where they were starting to get good. So yeah, decent job at the cover out there. It's rated U. It's from the Tom Baker years, 1974 to 81. Then on the spine we just got Doctor Who, Pyramids of Mars with Tom Baker there, BBC, blah blah blah. On the back we've got pictures. Sutekh there. Mummy robots, I think that's a Doctor, get disguised as one of them as well. The Doctor with that radio telescope thingamajig there. Mummy robot. I think that's Sutekh's servant. I don't know. Mummy robot, and I've forgotten his name now. It's that guy who's Sutekh's servant. He's sort of possessed. So yeah. So, Doctor Who: Pyramids of Mars, starring Tom Baker by Stephen Harris. When the TARDIS is infiltrated by a mysterious force, the Doctor and Sarah Jane are drawn off course and arrive in England at the turn of the 20th century. Dark forces from eons ago are beginning to stir, and the whole future of life on Earth is at stake. Sutekh, last of the Osirians, is breaking free from his ancient prison, and no power in the universe can stand in his way. So, for special features, we've got commentary by Elizabeth Sladen, Sarah Jane Smith, Michael Sheard, Lawrence Scarman, Philip Hinchcliffe, producer, and Paddy Russell, director. Deleted scenes, a short selection of deleted and extended scenes from the story. Osirian Gothic, a nostalgic look back at the making of Pyramids of Mars, with contributions from the cast members and production personnel. Serial thrillers, a documentary looking back at the Philip Hinchcliffe era and what made it one of the most successful and popular periods in Doctor Who's history. Now and then, the serial's locations revisited at almost 30 years on. Oh Mummy, a tongue-in-cheek look at Sutekh, the Destroyer's varied career after Pyramids of Mars. Photo gallery production, subtitles, digital master picture and sound quality. This story was originally broadcast on BBC One between 25th of October and 15th of November 1975. Produced by Philip Hinchcliffe, directed by Paddy Russell, incidental music composed by Dudley Simpson. And it says here in white writing, winner of Doctor Who magazine's 40th anniversary poll for most wanted DVD release. and then we got all the boring information no one cares about. So, yeah. This is what it looks like on the inside. Obviously, this was a pre-2005 Doctor Who DVD release, so naturally the disc is going to be just boring solar colour. So we've got production notes, chapter selection. It's a 4-part story, and information on people who do commentary and special features. And got the disc here for Doctor Who Pyramids of Mars. Once again, it's just a boring grey cover with it being, boring solar cover. With it being a pre-2005 DVD release. Kind of crap, to be honest. So, what do I think of Doctor Who Pyramids of Mars? Well, if you've seen my review of the Sarah Jane Adventures of Complete Force series, I briefly went into my opinion on this, but here I'm going to give out my full thoughts on this story. This is a fantastic story, brilliant. It's the best Tom Baker story, easily, just narrowly overtaking Genesis of the Daleks now that I've seen it. But really, it's great. I mean, you've got Tom Baker giving one of his best performances in Doctor Who history. Elizabeth Sladen giving a fantastic, portrayal of Sarah Jane Smith, especially with the rifle and stuff like that. Sutek is probably one of the most threatening villains in Doctor Who history. He really needs to come back. Seriously, bring him back, BBC. But please don't ruin him like you ruined the Silurians or the Cybermen and stuff like that. Just keep his appearance. I know they probably couldn't do that anyway. But hey, they brought back the Zygons for the Day of the Doctor, so hey, there's hope. Anyway, this is just a fantastic story. It's definitely up there in my top 10. Better than Genesis of the Daleks, I'd say. It's so good. It's so good. Stephen Harris, you did a wonderful job with this one, mate. 11 out of 10. In all seriousness, I give it a 10 out of 10. If I could, I'd give it 11, but hey, you can only go up to 10. You can only go so far. It's just fantastic. It is brilliant. It's one of the best Doctor Who stories ever made. And I definitely recommend, this if you're wanting to start out with your DVD collection, or if you're just getting into a classic series. This is one I'd recommend picking up. I know it's already on the Sarah Jane Adventures of Complete Force series, but on this you get more special, more special features and stuff like that on this particular story, because it was just put on the Sarah Jane Adventures series for as a tribute to Elizabeth Sladen, but here it's a proper DVD release, going fully in depth with it, and it's amazing. Seriously, I love this story. It's 4 episodes long. It's just great. I would have loved to see more of it. It's brilliant. Honestly, it's brilliant. I can't say anything that's already been said about this. It's gone down in history as one of the most critically acclaimed Doctor Who stories ever, and I can't blame them. It is a fantastic story. I love it so much. So there you go. It's been kind of short, but hey, I can't say much more about Pyramids of Mars because everyone knows it and everyone's seen it. And if you haven't, go out and buy the DVD now. So that's going to be that for now, guys. This is Mr. Doctor 113 saying word out. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Leisure Hive.